Alright guys, how you doing? It's Rabea, hope you're all well. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favourite pedals at the moment. So I've set myself up a little pedal board that you can see on the GoPro. This pedal board is handmade by Janice Cabs that I was given back in a couple of years ago now, back in the East Coast tour that we did for Riff City and Chapman Guitars. Very cool piece of kit. Anyway, so the pedals I've got on the board that I'm really digging at the moment, in no particular order, are the Strymon Sunset, which is the dual overdrive, which I did a launch video for. I made a song called Beautifully Brutal, which I'll put in the description. Next to it, I've got the Green Carrot Pedals Pumpkin Pie, which is a dual fuzz, and it's just awesome. You can stack it, you can interchange what happens, and just all sorts of crazy stuff. Next to it, I've got a Bigfoot Pedals Octopus, which is a really, really cool Octavio that it's passive, so you can just bang it in anywhere in the chain and try it out in different combinations. Really digging it with the Sunset at the moment. Next to that, I've got the Jam Pedals Whacko Plus, which is a beast wah pedal with its little rotary switch to change the frequency sweep, and it's got a toggle switch for the Seagull effect. And then I've also got the Walrus Audio ARP87 Delay, which is their brand new delay pedal, which I reviewed recently, and I just think it's awesome. Really digging it for quick and easy delay sounds that you want to experiment with, and that's awesome. That's going into the effects loop of the V50 by Victory Amplification, which is behind me. That's going straight into the 2 Notes Torpedo Studio, 2 Notes Torpedo Studio, with 2 impulses that I cannot tell you about right at the moment, but I can do very soon. That's being captured by the Universal Audio Apollo 8P interface. So that is the entire signal chain, playing my Fender Custom Shop Artist Inspired 61 Strat, and all the pedals are powered by the Voodoo Lab ISO 5. So this is the V50 Touch of Reverb on the amplifier, and this is what we've got. We're down in drop C, because I was recording with this guitar with Toska recently. So I've kind of tried to make the clean fairly flat and unresponsive, just because I want the pedals to do most of the work. I've currently got the Sunset set up to be like a thicker crunch and then a slightly less gain crunch. So let's start with the slightly less gain one. And then if we go to B, you'll hear, this is the 2-stage, and it's kind of a little bit fatter. And it's a little bit thicker, a bit more gain. If you put them both together, sounds huge. Love the Sunset. Right, before we start combining, I'm just going to show you now the Pumpkin Pie. So this is, I'm going to start with the IC78 side. Here we go. Moving over, here we go. And if you put the both together, it's just insane. absolutely intense. The pumpkin pie never fails to blow my face off. I really enjoy it. Really enjoy it. So the octopus, again, it has to be put with something, because when it's passive, it really doesn't give you a lot of signal. You have to really drive the signal going through it. So this is it just on its own. So this is it without. If I put it in, so it really sucks the tone out, which is why you have to combine it with stuff. So if I then go ahead and add the sunset in, just awesome. It gives you this kind of like, well, yeah, it's an Octavio, so you get that like higher octave sound, and for some reason when you go into the neck pickup, it really starts to give you loads of that upper octave overtone that's just addictive, you know, really, really awesome sounding. So before we move on to the Whacko Plus, I wanted to show you the ARP87. I've currently got it set to the digital delay with a little bit of modulation happening, so this is how it sounds. So it's pretty cool. I'm going to throw in the sunset so you can hear it with a little bit of more dynamic range from the drive. Really, 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 really dig it. Dig it a lot. And again, you can throw that delay in wherever you want. You can, you know, it's in the loop, but I mean, talking about throwing it in with like the octopus and the sunset, gets some, in fact, I'm just going to show you. Just filthy. Right, onto the Whacko Plus. I've got it set onto the third setting of the sweep function. So this is how it sounds straight in. Love it. It sounds wicked. I'm combining it now with the sunset on A side. It's going on the treble setting on the sort of three-way toggle. I've dropped off the drive a little bit, so this is how it sounds without the Whacko in. Push the gain up a touch. Bit lower. Drop the tone. Nice bit of glass on there. And now with the Whacko in. So of course you can use the Whacko in its traditional sense, but of course if you wanted to experiment, which is what I like to do, it's kind of cool, you know, it gives you that lo-fi tone, sort of half cocked. Where would it be? Sort of there, and then you add some delay in. Bit of sunset. Which is cool. I mean, Again, that's the kind of tone you could dial in with something like a Strymon Mobius, you know, to find that lo-fi sound with a bit of crackle, you know. You can get that tone on other pedals, but it's nice to combine a few and then find it yourself, you know. Something else I like to do is throw in the old pumpkin pie and the wah, because it gives you some dirty tones. So, you know, these tones are very different to the kind of thing I normally use, but I kind of like that. I like trying to change it up, especially when it comes to trying to write material. You know, if I'm vibing new material, especially for Dorje, you know, we're trying to take a different direction with the record that we're about to write. We're sort of half written with it. And so I'm really trying to experiment with other pedal combinations, as is Rob, to find some tones that are going to inspire a song, like a song just wholeheartedly. You know, my big pedal board that I use in Toska and in Dorje, it's kind of like, unless something really, really inspiring comes along to add to it, it's kind of finished. That pedal board does the job I need it to do. Whereas something like this is fun because it's a bit different. And, you know, it provides loads of different tones. You know, you can get low gain tones, high gain tones, fuzz tones, you know, ambient sounds. It's kind of got a bit of everything in it, but I thought it was cool because I really like all these pedals and I'm using them all at the moment at home and I'm finding them really handy. So I'll put links to all these pedals in the description box below. Yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what your 5 favourite pedals are at the moment. But yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe and share if you wish, and I will see you all very soon.